What up, what up, what up?
Happy Tuesday.
We're here. You already know. It's your girl, So's Dope.
Your fave Big Bae, KOK.
And it's real recognized. Where real is recognized and we just having a good fucking time.
A great time.
We are joined by... We got dope guests in the building.
We got Black Rose.
Black Rose.
Queen Rose.
And we got the one and only.
Yes, sir. Ramon from Happy Monkey.
That's a fact. The
Happy.
One of the rays of
El Mono Feli.
Hello. Yo, this is gonna be lit. Niggas already lit. You already know. We had some pregame.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, we definitely had the canna ride.
Hello.
The canna
L
ride.
rides.
Canna
Those are the
ride.
best.
Very medicinal for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I was waiting for that to kick in.
Yes.
With this immense toothache, but I'm here, baby.
It did. It
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
did.
you did it. You did that. It kicked in.
That
Butt helped. You already know.
Yeah, it goes down.
I wonder
So-
what strain that was. We're not going to talk about
We're
it.
gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So talking about Bud, you already know these people have been fighting for our rights. Trying to get the bills, trying to help with everything, being front line.
I heard Happy Monkey was going hard.
Yo, listen. So we're gonna let them talk about it. Tell me, you already know.
All
Talk
right.
about your journey, what you
So
do.
what's going on, everybody? I am Ramon again,
Yes.
creator and CSO of Happy Monkey. Of course, there's more to us, but I am the one that's here.
Right.
And we got Black Rose.
Yes.
And yeah, we basically we are a lifestyle cannabis brand that started off as events and stuff like that, but obviously we end up doing more activisms and more, shit to fight for cannabis because you know
Right.
we from the hood and
Hello.
there's a lot of organizations that fight.
Hello.
That's great, but we actually from the community. We actually from the legacy market. You know what I mean? Like I'm 20 years in the game. This shit ain't just come from yesterday. You know what I
20
mean?
years.
So it's like once we did Happy Monkey, it was kind of like the transition for us. You
Right.
know.
And what a great transition it was.
Yeah, and then shit, it just happened to be in this great time. It's historical because
Right.
if y'all don't know,
The energy.
it is legal in New York State. We could, you know what I mean? What does that mean for the regular
us.
consumer?
Right.
What does that mean for the
Right.
regular consumer? So, what that means for the regular consumer is a few things, right? So, you can smoke anywhere where cigarettes are
I
permitted.
could blow smoke in the cop's face. I could be like, yo.
I mean,
No,
I wouldn't
do
Yeah,
that.
I wouldn't advise to go to that extent.
But you know what's cool? You
if
could
you just
chill.
happen to be in an area where you can
But I
smoke,
wouldn't give him
and the
contact,
cop is
'cause he
there,
can't smoke.
he's stupid because he can't really do nothing
can't
to
do
you,
nothing.
right? So that's cool. That's
That's
one.
dope.
They
That's
got the
lit.
memo. They sent
They got
New
the memo.
York's finest a memo, a long
you
memo.
you can straight blaze wherever people can smoke cigarettes at, wherever that's allowed. You can smoke. Don't be idiot. Don't go smoke at the
Don't
parks.
right.
Don't go smoking around
By
kids'
schools.
schools.
Right.
Don't do crazy shit.
That's
like
smart.
don't drop. Because the niggas.
Also, so
I'll
now
be
it's
riding
the same
smoking.
as crack
but
because you couldn't
don't.
smoke crack in the park either.
You can't.
Right.
I mean,
You can't, yeah.
I'm
But
just saying.
And you can't smoke and drive, like he's saying.
Yeah, like don't smoke and drive. Like
Right.
don't be an idiot and smoke and drive and smoke and like blow the smoke in the
Right.
cop face. Like don't do shit like that.
You think
know
they're
what I'm
gonna be
saying?
dicks now? Like look
Of
for people
course,
smoking
they
in the
have-
car?
Yeah,
They
they
trying to
would.
get
They
that
ain't got
money.
they ain't got nothing else to do.
Right.
They got nowhere else
So
to
now we
kind
gotta
of approach
pull
us.
over, smoke, and then get back in the car.
Basically,
Pretty much.
Or I suggest if you do get pulled over, right, and they smell the weed, they're not supposed to pull you out the car or search your car for that.
Okay.
But
That's
let's
good
be
to
real. We
Let's
humans,
have a little bit of
and as a
respect.
cop, and if you're there with a friend or something,
Uh-huh.
don't be a stupid person and tell the cop you were smoking. I mean, if he obviously smells the
Right.
weed. Don't be the driver and be like, yo, I was smoking.
Right.
Da, da, da. But if you got a ride or die friend,
Right.
and this
Passenger
is
smoke.
what I suggest. You got a ride or die friend. That ride or die friend, when you get pulled over, is supposed to say, officer, I know you smell the weed. I was just smoking a
Right.
joint. I felt sick. I was
Nah,
just
you're not
smoking a
supposed
joint.
to say that. You're
You know what I
supposed
mean?
to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you're
Both
supposed to
pleading the
shut the fuck
motherfucking
up.
fifth. Let me tell you,
Officer, I am not discussing my day.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
Call my lawyer.
That shit sounds cute, and I love them. Those are my boys, the Pop Brothers at Law. I love them. Those are my boys. That shit sound cute in a regular situation.
Right,
But we
right,
black and
right.
brown over here.
We in New York.
There's a situation where they
Right.
take you out the motherfucking car,
No,
whether
that's a
you
fact.
like it or not.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's a fact. We
So,
don't wanna
there's just
encourage
don't be
that.
the drive. Don't be an idiot if you driving and you were smoking. Don't sit there and be
No,
like,
but
yeah,
no.
I'm chilling. I was smoking. Don't just shut the fuck up like you just said, right?
Me and
Just don't say
Sophie,
nothing.
we're driving down Sheridan. We get to a red light. she passes me the blunt.
Right.
Now, mind you,
Right.
this is my cousin, so we giggle
You already
everywhere
know.
the fuck
Yeah.
we go.
You already
we
know.
ain't paying nobody around us no attention. So at the red light, we must have smoked like half the blunt, right? When I look to my right and it's almost over, the police is right there staring at us. Like, that niggas is smoking the whole time, right next to these niggas. We did not see them. So Sophie's like, yo, but they didn't say it. They didn't see it. Maybe they didn't see you pull. So she keeps driving. I'm like, I threw it in the cup. And then the cops come and they pull up the lights and stuff.
Right.
And whoop, whoop. They was like, so where is that? In the cup.
Right.
Hey, what the fuck I was gonna say? We smoked a half a blunt in front of these niggas when it was illegal.
Word.
They were like, next time don't get caught.
Right. You know, I mean, again, you know, it's a risk. It's a cop. You don't know. It's a human being, right?
Right.
So you should kind of
Play it smart.
play it smart, right?
I think they
Alright,
were like,
cool.
these two are so stupid that they don't see us.
Yeah, we just gonna leave them alone. Yeah, right.
They recorded y'all. They put you on their Instagram.
They were flabbergasted that we had that much balls to smoke
Look
next
at
to
these
them.
dumb
Like,
bitches.
Wow, they're so high.
they didn't even see us.
So
no,
yeah,
but-
so right, so you can smoke pretty much anywhere where you can smoke
Which is
cigarettes,
dope.
right? Which is dope. You can carry up to 3 ounces of weed on you anywhere on earth. You can walk around in New York State with 3 ounces of weed on you. What does that
Another
mean?
blessing.
That means 3 ounces. However, it doesn't necessarily mean it could be in ounces. It could just be like in a couple eighths. And remember, when you get arrested and they weigh the drugs that you have on you, they weigh it all together. They don't
Right.
separate it.
Right.
They don't bag it up in the scale like niggas take their time to bag. They don't do none of that shit. They put everything with the bag and everything, right? So it's up to 3 ounces. That's how you got to think about it, right? That's one. You can store up to 5 pounds of weed in your home.
Do you hear this?
Oh my God.
Up to 5
Legally.
pounds legally.
Legally, you can.
Like nobody's running up in your crib, your
No.
grandmama crib. Like
Just don't tell nobody. Don't tell the dudes on the
don't
block.
don't tell the
bro.
dudes
Come
on the block you got
guys.
5 pounds on the block. Don't do that.
Right.
That's retarded.
That
But you
boy's
can definitely store
silence and
5
violence.
pounds in
Yeah.
your crib.
Cause then Chino gonna want to come through your window and shit, and then he gonna want to book your 5
Listen.
pounds, and then he gonna look for the box that got the money in it, cause everybody keep their money in the shoebox.
dead.
I know you got money in the shoebox.
Under the
I
bed.
don't know. Maybe.
You also what else? Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Chino.
What else they giving you? You're also allowed to grow up to 6 plants in your home.
That's another amazing
That's
thing.
amazing.
That's
You know what I mean?
amazing.
That's super
No,
Per
it
amazing.
person,
really
but they
is.
said right if 2 people is 12 in the household. It's 6 for one
well,
person,
it all depends.
right?
You know how it is.
But
Oh,
it
it's 6
limits
per person?
But
That's
it limits
crazy.
up to only
Oh,
12
right,
in
right,
the home.
right.
okay,
So it'll probably be like, for layman terms, 6 immature plants, little babies that and then you'll probably have 6 mature plants. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
So once, you could start off with 6. Once they mature, you could go ahead and start your other
another
6.
I'm gonna just
6.
tell my mom,
Which means if it's
these
2 of
6
you,
are my
that's
mom's.
24.
Right.
These 6 are mine.
Those are
Right.
loophole shit, though. That's loophole shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We in New York. We,
He started talking about it, and my
everybody
hands
used to.
started itching.
Mm-hmm.
No, but we gotta learn all the
Shit.
loopholes, all the
Yeah.
hustles, all the
Well,
ways to get it without getting in trouble.
And
You
these
know
are things that we kind of needed, like, for the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, we needed to be able to grow our own weed. Like, that don't make no sense that,
Right.
in a city where we smoke more weed than everybody on
Anybody,
earth.
right.
All right?
That's a fact.
New York City, we consume
we hold it down.
more weed.
Even
we
your
may not-
grandmama smoke weed.
Everybody
in New York.
send their weed. Every state and their mama send their weed to New York because we are the
listen.
ones that's buying and smoking it. That's
We've
what's
been hearing
happening.
about out of town since we was youngins.
Yeah, so that's, you know what I
Exactly.
mean?
They
So,
go out of town and bring it back.
so just think about it like this, right? It just went legal. For them to legally actually have weed, because there's no weed in the medical dispensaries, there's no weed in New York State. So once they actually start growing weed, let's say by next year the weed is gonna start hitting the stores and all that other shit. It's gonna take a while. They ain't gonna have enough weed for the city. We smoke too much
Hell
weed.
no.
Right.
We smoke too
How
much
much?
weed.
How much
Right.
So
blunts you smoke a day?
Me-
I've counted. It could be like a good 12 on a good day.
That's
think
that's
more
a
than-
great day.
yeah, that's a great day.
That's a great day.
That- I mean, I don't count what I smoke, but we could go through it real quick. We could go through it real quick.
Count it,
I
count
smoke.
it. I know, right. I know you start in the morning, wake and bake.
So usually I don't. I do my wake and bakes. I do my wake and bakes live
Yes.
actually. So you'll see
Yes.
me sober, and I'll probably do a back-to-back blunt. I'll probably have one rolled up. And if the shit is popping and niggas is asking questions and
Right.
we going through it, I'll roll a quick another one right there. Boom. So
And
I'll
he'll let
smoke
you know
2.
that's blunt number 2.
That's
right.
blunt number 2.
That's 2.
And
That's
it'll
number 2.
probably be like 9 or 10 in the morning.
Yes.
2 blunts. We haven't hit the afternoon yet.
Right.
And then I'll get my day going. I'll probably, depending where I'm at, if I have to ride into the city, that's another
Definitely,
blunt.
Right, definitely.
There goes 3.
Right. If I have a meeting if anything that's in my area or in like, if I got control of the room, then I'm smoking in that meeting.
Right. So that's another what?
That's
Two,
yeah.
It
We're up to
depends,
number
right? Because
3.
you might have a cipher, and then it might be 4 blunts in
5,
one
right.
shot.
Yeah,
So I don't know
yeah.
how you really count that.
So
Let's run
my
this up.
meetings I usually roll my own blunt. So if it's someone 9 times out of 10 is someone else who does smoke, well, here's some weed. I got mine. We good.
Right.
Especially now after COVID,
Right.
there's no more. There's not too much sharing going on,
Word.
but we could definitely share our weed. We might not be able to
Right.
pass joints, but here you go. Here's
We
some
just
weed,
smoke
everybody.
together. It's all
Let's
about
smoke
sharing.
together. You know what I mean? We can still smoke together.
Pastita chip on the left
You know what I'm
hand
saying?
side.
Hey, that's how it go.
Chip on the left hand
But that's how it is. So what else? We smoking. I smoke. I guess that's number 4 before 2:00 or some shit like that.
Right. Damn.
Now, if I got a podcast to do or something like
Okay.
that,
That's
then
another.
then I would just smoke it till the wheels fall
Right.
off. So let's say we're up to number 5, all right?
All right.
And it's already like 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. Then that's when I really smoke.
Do you smoke like right before you eat a meal and then right after you eat a meal?
Right after
I
and
be
both.
feeling
I like
it
both.
has to be both. It
I
has
like
to
both
be
now.
It has to be right
My
before
tolerance is
and
high. I like
right
both.
after.
Yeah, I like both.
That's my shit.
So it's 6 o'clock and you only got like 6 months, which means you probably up there with the 12.
Right.
Yeah, I'm up there with the
Yeah.
12. The one thing is, as I gotten older, in these last couple years, actually, I've been smoking since 1996, 1997. But these last couple years is when I really learned how to smoke. Why I say that? Because now we got a billion strains, right? We
Yeah.
got
Right.
1,000. There's 1,000 different strains that you grow up with. So now I kind of learned how to smoke these strains. You got to know what's good for you in the daytime. You got to know what's good
And
for you in
what's
the
good for
nighttime.
Yeah, because I done had some shit that put me on my ass and had me sleeping the whole damn
Yeah, I can't
day.
do that.
No,
I had some
do that.
nacho cheese
We got shit
shit.
to do.
Right. So I'm able to smoke those wake and bakes back to back because I'm not smoking something that's gonna put me
Right,
back
that's
to
gonna put
sleep.
you to sleep.
I'm already up. I'm already in my mind. I'm already getting up. So then once I smoke that joint, it's either I got creative
Look,
juices
you're so
going on.
sleepy.
There you go. That was that truffle butter.
Right.
I like truffle butter before bed.
No, but it's true. It's true. You got to get that wake and bake, the one that really keeps you going, focused. That
shit
focus.
keeps me
shit.
chattering.
Stress when I don't have a blunt in the morning.
When it was
Yo.
just haze and sour, it was like you smoke haze when you wake up and you smoke sour.
Sour
before
when
you
There
go to
you
sleep.
go. There
yeah,
you go.
exactly.
It's a fact.
That's it. That's what it was. And for a long time, that's
For
what it
a
was.
long
For a long
time.
time, that's what it was.
I
Like,
miss Hayes from back in the day.
Oh my
It's
God.
not
Me
the same.
Yeah.
There's a
At
certain
all.
block, we're not going to say they
All
block because they're
the
not
time.
snitching, but they still got the fire haze.
there's fire out there. The hood still got it. Heights still got it.
But
Dykeman
like
still got it.
1997, Hayes.
Yeah, like that's that
Like
fire.
90,
That's the
you know
one.
what I mean?
That's the fire. That's what we grew up on.
It
know what I mean?
smelled different.
It just
it
was
tasted
beautiful,
different.
right?
It
I was
just-
in that era. See, all that haze
In a
back
feeling.
then came from Miami.
That's where we.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, all that haze came from Miami. There wasn't California dudes
Right,
growing haze.
right.
There was not even uptown. Like we weren't growing weed up there yet. You know what I mean? Especially not no black and brown people. Like that wasn't. That's
and
not what we were
bought
up
it.
on yet. Yeah, we bought it.
We bought it.
So
and we brought it here.
yeah, I was a part of that whole era.
we got it on consignment.
The whole beginning of the whole 2000s, motherfuckers was going down south,
Right.
copping weed and
Right.
bringing it back
That's
home,
it.
baby.
That's
That's what it
it.
was.
Going out of
You know
town.
what I
That's
mean?
what it was.
Then we started learning how to grow. You know what I mean? Like I got a brother. He did a bid behind growing. Like we in the culture for real. Like we not maybe. Like
Yes.
we the community. Like
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
I smoked,
They
we
don't
sold, we did
understand.
everything.
I
You know
know.
what I mean?
I
Yeah.
was talking to someone
You know
the
what I
other day, and out of town, they wait for New York weed now. They be like, you getting weed from New York? I'm pulling up.
Right.
Because everybody from every other state is sending their weed here.
Here.
Straight
Here's
up
where
and
the
down.
money's at.
Niggas is
Where
wildin'.
it's at.
Niggas is sending packages,
Right.
trucks, cars, everywhere. Niggas don't give a fuck. Niggas is
A lot
bringing all
of
their
rich
weed.
people here that's willing to
Because
pay.
we're willing to pay. Why you think you see those $100 apes? They ain't getting sold in Cali. They getting
Right,
sold
they
here.
sell here.
All right? Because ain't
Yeah.
nobody, you're not doing that. And then, to be honest, the people that do spend money in Cali when you go to the dispensaries, us is the out of towners. Because the
Correct.
Californians, you from California, your friend grow
Yes,
weed.
right.
You ain't- yeah, you like no, nigga, I ain't
not
going to
impressed.
the dispensary to
Right.
buy all that weed.
Right.
So it's like, their culture, like our culture is the block culture, right?
Yes.
And in every
Yeah.
block there's somebody selling weed on
Yes.
every block.
Yes.
That's our culture, the retail culture, the block shit,
Right.
right?
Block work.
Their culture is like somebody in their clique, they grew up with somebody grow weed.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's available.
It's just
It's
available.
readily
Everybody
available
has
It's
a
in a
different.
different way,
Yeah,
right?
it's different. You know
in
what
a
I mean?
different way. It's true. It's true. And we grew up with a struggle. For
I
that.
never
Yeah.
wanted a house in the brownstone so bad now.
Yeah. Right.
I just want my own backyard.
Yo, for real. And a
Word.
stoop. Yo.
With the white
and
picket
a
fence
stoop.
and
Yeah,
shit.
like
Yo,
Snoop.
Yo.
The
Go
other
smoke in
day,
the
The other
Snoop.
day, yo, that shit was classic. You didn't feel like it was 1995?
listen, my boy Commodore, you know, I was in set all day. Shout out to La Factoria TV.
Yes.
Yo, that
yes.
shit's funny.
We gonna get there too.
Word.
'Cause she a comedian too.
I don't watch the English.
Yes.
The English version is too bland for me.
No,
I'm
you
gonna keep
gotta
it
do the
1,000.
Spanglish
Yes.
The
version.
Spanglish version is
With the
hilarious.
salsa.
That shit had me dying.
Oh my
And then my
god.
baby here had some bud that
Yes.
I was ready for, and I was like, "Yo, I'm trying to like get out of set. I literally got one line, but I've been here like 7 hours because I gotta do background work and all that stuff." And I found a ride, and we went downtown. Commodore, his wifey, and my friend Natalie had a whole little Easter dinner that she cooked, and we were like, "Yo, let's go smoke in the stoop."
Right.
We in
Right.
Harlem, like,
right.
And,
And
you
they
know,
were letting us smoke inside. They was like, there's
Yeah.
a window. But we
Nah.
was like, nah.
We can smoke outside.
We could smoke outside. But the best part, because we had some classic moments. The best part was number fucking one. Police was right across the street, literally.
Yeah.
Lights on, and we just like, do you see this? Nobody's flinching. Nobody's
like-
scared. Nobody's holding it down.
That's crazy.
Nobody's
Traumatized because we traumatized.
Right.
We all traumatized still.
No, it was
Still.
a beautiful,
Nobody.
amazing vibe. And then, because you can't make this shit up.
we went upstairs to eat.
Right.
Well, I ate.
Right,
smoked,
right.
And then you went back outside.
Then I had to smoke again.
Right. Second time around, we got how many was it?
Three.
Three
We counted 3
whole
people.
people are like, yo, that's what's up. Y'all out here, yeah. Like shouting us out. Like
Right.
it's liberating.
Like shit is changing. Yeah.
Yo,
Guy in the bike,
Shit
he's
is
like,
changing.
you heard us
on a bike.
That's New York City for you.
Yo.
That's
Some dude took off his man like, yeah, I smell that.
cheering us
Yo, cheering
on.
They was trying to catch
that's
that
it.
contact.
Yeah, 'cause
It's
that's
just,
it.
but it was like, yo, do you see this? Like, do you
That's
see what's
fire.
happening right now?
It's just-
like, they really bigging us up just for chilling
Yep.
and not knowing that we're not gonna get fucked with. Like,
Yo,
we can just.
I predict that's gonna change the vibe for
Right,
the summer.
Yo,
Because
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be
y'all,
crazy.
Yo, y'all know,
Crazy.
y'all
It's
know how the
It's
city
gonna be
gets.
420 all summer.
all summer.
Let's be real. You know how intense the city gets, like in the spring. Once
Yes.
that sun start coming out, the
Yes.
summer come out, it get intense. The blocks get crazy.
Oh,
Everybody
forget
get
it.
wild.
Forget
it gets
it.
crazy, right? So now this year, think about it. People haven't been out all year, right?
Word.
So people are stressed and they ready to come outside and get nuts, right?
Yo,
See, but the weed is gotta kind of combat that because now you can kind of smoke anywhere.
yes.
So now niggas ain't gotta be like, yo,
Right.
like the whole intensity of
It
like,
might calm
feeling-
niggas down.
Yeah, it's
A
gonna calm.
couple of
It's-
less niggas might
We're
get
gonna
shot.
make mad
calm
more
is
friends
coming
too.
down, man.
Cuomo was like, too many people coming forward. Everybody go smoke some weed and
Right,
relax.
right. What's that bitch number 10? Let him smoke. Let him
Relax.
Yeah.
Smoke some weed. Listen.
smoke.
And he got so much shit going
I
on
just
right
grabbed
now.
her cheeks and gave her a kiss on each cheek. Come on.
She
Yeah.
had weed on her.
I was trying to smell the bud.
Nothing against people that do get molested and abused. I'm just saying, I look at things a little differently sometimes. I really dig in and
Right.
pay attention. Like he looked like he probably one of them uncles that just love to hug.
Listen.
Oh, forget it.
I find the comedy in it.
old
This
man.
nigga got nipple rings. I talk
He
about.
had nipple rings.
I talk about his nipple rings
All
on
the
the
time.
show all the time.
Whose nipple rings?
Cuomo.
Cuomo got nipple rings.
He got
And,
Yes.
and
Wait.
the reason we know is because he's quite proud of them.
Yes.
Oh.
And he
Hashtag
wore a white
in a
shirt.
Listen.
Okay, so he don't give a
How?
fuck.
Proud of mine too.
Hello,
Shit.
do it.
Yeah.
He don't give a fuck. Okay,
I got one only Cuomo.
She said one.
one.
It's all right.
I'm just glad it
Titties.
doesn't look like the
That's a
nigga
good
with the
one.
one ball. It's one perky today with a nipple ring. She's good.
Yeah, that whole situation was weird. What was it that somebody said she was offended because she heard him compliment someone else? He wasn't even talking to her. She was just like in the area.
That whole
Really?
thing.
That's why I said like certain things.
Some people
I'm
need
like
to
I
get
don't
smacked.
jump on the bandwagon to kill people about stuff, but he did give a hard time with cannabis, and it's like it took this situation happening for him to be like.
Well, in reality, he was not. He's not fucking. He was not fucking with the way. And then the bill about a month and a half ago. This is before we put out a petition, right? So about a month and a half ago, he was trying to put out some bill that did not work. It did not include delivery. It did not include consumption spaces, which is what is one of the things that we fought for. It did not include, the smoking and all these things that we got now. It didn't include none of this shit. And then on top of that, he was going to auction the shit off. So we started a petition about a month ago, and then that kind of like stirred shit up, and it took it to another level, and then all the organizations that we know, a lot of people fought for the situation. I ain't trying to take the credit because a lot of people did fight for years, but we were the cherry on top.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would say that if I'm going to take credit, I'll take credit for being the cherry on top and making sure that that people they heard it. Like the people in his office heard what we had to say. You know what I mean? So.
The cannabis community, don't sleep on them. It's large.
It's huge.
It's large.
And everybody knows each other.
Right. I wouldn't say it's that large. It's just that everybody knows each other.
It's unity.
It's real quick to like, I know the folks in Cali. I know the folks in Florida. The Maryland folks, the Maine folks. Like,
I've gotten to like meet so many people and travel. Being in the Happy Monkey team. The Boston convention was really
dope.
fun. You get to just meet people, and the fact that they know us, Happy Monkey, and are asking us, how did you guys do it? It's just like, it felt good seeing all these Caucasians asking
Absolutely.
us.
I was about to say because right now
she was like moving on up.
Right. We bring in the color in the room everywhere we go, kind of, because right now it's predominantly right now all the owners and CEOs, a lot of them are like white, a pale male white still. You know what I mean? So it's like, the way New York started off. We started off better than any other state in the country. Like, we starting off including brown and black people off the jump. Because if not, it's going to be a problem. And it's the city. Last year, 2020, over 90% of the arrest rate for cannabis was black and brown. It was not white. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. We talking about 2020. We ain't talking about some shit that... Right. So they know, they looking kind of ugly right now. Like, y'all looking real racist. It ain't even like maybe racist. Y'all looking real racist.
It's in black and white.
Yeah, like literally. So it's like So
and
it's
trust me, seeing the people that would come to our events.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right.
The diversity, right?
Very diverse.
Yeah. So it's like. Yeah.
Very
much
diverse. Quite.
Yeah. So.
Yes, no, I get it. So, all right, so this petition, it boosted
it boosted the situation,
and now
it made them change the bill.
Yes.
I'm not saying that the bill was perfect. It's 128 pages of a bill, so we don't. It's a lot of wordplay in that motherfucker. Sometimes. There's a lot of shit that we don't like already. Right. There's a lot of things that we already questioning. Like literally, like the team is breaking down bills. It's like 10 of us right now trying to break down the bill in sections and come up with like 21 questions to start like spreading it around and have people to start questioning things because you can't just
because
it's about a conversation.
It's about a conversation. Like you gotta know what's going on. It can't just be me. Like you might and not for nothing. Like what we do is we pass the bill around. Like it don't necessarily. You don't gotta be a scholar, a doctor, a lawyer, none of that shit. Like this shit is public. Here, read it. Inform yourself. Maybe you read something that I couldn't catch. You know what I mean? So that's basically what it is.
We all go through different things, and experience this industry in a different way, whether it's through flower or marketing, like you were mentioning. We don't know what could affect someone. So definitely read it and educate yourself and educate everyone else as to how that could maybe be different to benefit everyone equally.
Yes.
Correct.
Because that's the thing, benefiting everyone equally.
Right.
Yeah, and that's hard. That's hard to do.
That's extremely hard to do.
That's hard to do.
But that's what we strive for when you want to build.
Business.
Right.
And it's a brand new business. That's what people got to understand. I know it's been around for 100 years.
Right.
But as it's changing and prohibition.
The block and the dispensary is so different.
It's two different. It's different and it's similar. You know what I mean? It's different now because now nigga gotta pay taxes. Now nigga gotta,
people didn't think about that part. Like,
they make you go through all these loopholes, especially being black and brown. You know what I mean? So it's like you guys got 80 years locking us up for this. Now that the opportunity is changing, now you kind of making it hard for us to enter the space. and that shit don't make no sense. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's like there's a lot of things on the bill that we questioning that might not be great, but compared to other states,
We got a lot of victories.
we
Got
started
a
off
lot.
great. You know what I mean? It's still room to change things. It's not like the shit is set in stone and like as I said, it's there forever. That's the rules. No, you know we can read the bill, break down the bill, question the bill, and you know once they appoint the because there's gonna be something called the Cannabis Control Board. Once they appoint those 5 people, then we know how we approach the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think it's gonna be different for New York. I don't think it's gonna be real. Like shit is real. Like
I'm excited.
I am too.
it's crazy. Like
I just want to smoke all the weed.
that's it.
Right.
Like that's
I don't
it
wanna deal with none
though.
All of it.
But that's
All the time.
basically
The
what it
politics
is.
to you, and I appreciate you for the politics because
Word.
somebody got to do it. Me, I want to smoke the bud.
But that's
and eat
it. But that's basically
That's
it
what
too
he's
for me.
fighting
You know
for.
what I mean?
Right,
I
right.
just want to be
Just
able to
wanna be able
smoke.
to right.
That shit is it's
Right.
it's a little bit selfish.
I
for
want
me
to
too.
smoke and I want to make money off of it. All
and
right.
chill.
You know what I mean? And that's it.
Spread love on some stoner hippie shit.
Exactly, because
I like
the
edibles
whole
now.
beginning of Happy Monkey for me was my travel experiences, and what brought it to like a whole was Amsterdam. When I went to Amsterdam, I saw Amsterdam. I said, "Oh my fucking God, this is what we
it.
need,
Right.
yeah, right here. This is what we
Right.
need, and we need this mixed with Cali because Cali got the fire.
Yeah.
So it was like this is what we need at home, and it'll change things. And it's crazy because it's like in Amsterdam, you can go to a Subway, eat your sandwich outside the Subway, and smoke your blunt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Smoke your joint. They smoke spliffs and they smoke. You know, I was smoking everywhere. I was like, okay, so this is what we need at
This
home.
is right.
It would change everything. The
And it
city's
happened.
all the way intense all the time.
Right.
So if you let people, you know, forget about us that we've been smoking illegally
Yeah.
and we don't give a
And
fuck.
we don't
right?
give a fuck, right.
But the like regular consumer that's person who's curious, now they can actually go ahead and just do
Yes.
them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And again, we preaching to the choir because we go smoke whether shit is
Hello.
illegal,
Yeah,
not illegal, it
right,
don't matter
it
what
don't
it is,
matter.
right?
We've been
but
running.
now we need
Right.
these folks that don't know shit.
Right.
We need them to enter the space.
Right.
And,
And
be
that's
like,
a whole
oh,
new
shit.
market. That's
right.
a whole.
And we need them to be like, yo, we've been wrong.
Right.
We've been bugging out.
Right.
This shit is
And
okay.
you
It ain't
broke
that
barriers
bad.
even with providing that space for shit like that
And
because that was such a big deal. Like we didn't have that in New York. Like that was some unheard of shit. You seen it on TV and she was like, "What? Niggas actually go somewhere, copper and chill. Like they just chill and smoke with their
relax.
friends
And that's it.
with some music. Wait a second, like
Not one fight.
not
No.
one fight, not
No.
a raid,
None.
not a
No,
problem
no.
anywhere. Just
No
love
issues.
and light.
Yeah.
Like
No
light.
issues. And
how much you like.
and we've had
Oh, I thought this was a lighter.
the highest of cannabis royalty there to the hoodest nigga there
Right.
Yep.
to like, and they sit down together and smoke weed
And just
together
show
and,
love,
and
yeah.
talk about life experiences.
Nobody even on their phones.
Yeah, like a lot of that, like no posting, like people weren't
No,
posting,
right.
and again, there's a lot of celebrities I won't name that they would come and feel very, very comfortable with us.
Yes.
They didn't have to feel like yo niggas was posting none of that. You just chill.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
basically what it was. We were like a show, like we was an example, and we showed it. And there's people who did see. There's people from the Albany's office who saw, like they came and saw the experiences. They saw the people there. They talked to people. They smoked with people, you know, and they kind of like, it's, you know, again, I'm not saying we did it all, but we were the cherry on top.
Cherry.
You know what I mean? Like we made sure that the shit,
You the orange on the side of the cup.
we had the flavor,
The
you
snowball,
know.
I got the avalanche to go. You know what I'm saying? Like that last snowball.
Boom, you know.
It's true.
I remember first
And I love
walking
weed.
into Happy Monkey, and it was just like, I have followed you. I don't know how or why we were following each other. I don't know if I found just saw some weed shit that looked dope and mellow. Cause I'm like, you know me,
Yes, on chill boat.
I
Like,
just be chilling.
oh, this is cool.
And I was like,
And that's cute.
fun,
Right.
Like, wow, definitely. I was like, I'm not much of a drinker, so to me, like going to a bar doesn't. I'm not the one. I'm
Right.
not gonna
Me
call any
neither.
friend.
Yeah, I'm not
and be
excited
like,
for that.
Let's
hit
go to the bar.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey Jimmy, let's go to the bar.
I'm not excited.
We're getting
for that.
fucked up tonight.
Yeah,
Fucked up. No. I want to get high.
Right.
Yeah, I want to smoke some
And
weed.
eat something. Go somewhere to eat after.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Anywhere that it has drizzle on the plate,
Yeah.
we're good.
So I went there. You treated me so great. I was just happy. I was like, he gave me weed.
Yeah, I've been
roll
following
up
for a
on,
minute, right.
tools to fucking crush, trays, a comfortable ass couch.
And the merch is dope.
They had some belly dancer.
Yeah.
Oh,
They had some belly
yeah.
dancer.
Entertainment.
Yeah, we
good
had dope
music.
entertainment.
I like
That's
Betty
dope.
Dancers.
And then you know what got me crazy? You know when I know I was high because we have smoked so much shit and so much different strains, and then the music changed.
Yeah.
And it went to something else, and like it started spinning.
Oh.
For me, that's when I knew that.
Oh, yeah,
like
I'm
the
high.
mixture of
Your
everything.
THC consumption was all the way
It was
up.
all, yo.
maximized.
Yeah.
Didn't they say I can't overdose on marijuana?
So many blunts in a small amount of time, and then everyone else is smoking, and I just went
Right, because
downstairs.
it's also the contact too. It's like
Yo.
Once I got in and ate that
It's
pizza
crazy.
from the corner,
Yeah, it's over. And that's it. You come back to life.
I was good.
Real quick, the munchies.
Isn't it crazy how pizza cures everything?
Yo,
Right.
pizza.
Like you could be drunk and you be like, let me get a slice.
Slice. Listen, there's something about that magical bread, cheese,
Yeah,
and sauce
man.
Combination.
That's the New York slice, baby.
That's
That
a
shit's a
fact.
part of our culture,
Ain't
man.
nothing like
That shit,
New
you
York
need a
pizza.
slice. Yeah, you need a
weed and
slice.
pizza are some of the greatest things on
Right.
earth.
They
Earth.
just like they just mesh well together.
You add a
Good-
Pepsi to that and it's like, oh,
Heart
Gas mag.
explodes.
Damn, now I'm hungry.
Right.
I want a Pepsi.
And I want like a Reese's cup on the side as dessert.
Oh, my
Reese's
God.
Cup. Okay.
You know
That's
what's real
specific.
when you think about the sweet shit for after. Like, you know what's gonna top that?
A Reese's
Nice
cup.
Reese's cup.
oh, milkshake.
Oh, my bad, Oreo. I should have gave you out the shout
another
out.
thing.
Oreos are great. Me and my mom are in a commercial on Oreos right
Yeah!
Funny.
Today she was like, Rosy,
Sí.
pero la familia estaba feliz. That she's saying the family was so happy and that they were just laughing and that different people saw her.
That
That's
is
And
so
then she goes,
amazing.
did you send them that other video the other day from the
my
supermarket?
mom
I'm
is
like, that's
funny.
not how that
More than
works,
that.
mommy. They kind of found our video and paid us for it.
Oh, that's
Lord,
hilarious. That's amazing, though.
That's funny.
That's
though.
great.
Yo,
That is great.
you know it's
Because
real.
mom is funny as
Yo,
hell.
Exactly.
Mom is funny as
No.
hell. She don't give a
If
fuck.
that's where she get it from. I mean, she has to get it
Yeah.
from.
Right.
Get it from her mama.
She get it from her mama.
I do. That lady's a whole trip. I think she's funnier than me, actually. The other day she had pants on, like young girl pants. I'm like, I have those same pants. Why do you have my pants on? She was like, no, I know. These are not your pants.
No, these are mine.
I bought them, pero yo lo compré en la 181.
Estos
But
son
she
nuevos.
don't get it. They look like young girl pants.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
She was like, esto tan cómodo. But I love that
She
she
don't
lets
really
like
yoga
she don't
pants.
she don't care about the weed smoking. Like, you know,
That's
that's what's cool
amazing.
about that. I didn't have a parent. I don't know about you,
Nah,
but
yeah, my mom's wasn't with it.
she
Right.
wasn't with it.
No,
Nah, my
yeah,
mom's
my
so
mom's
cool.
wasn't
She
with
never
it.
cared.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
My mother
dope.
was like,
I had to become an
Since the
adult
Nickelback
and be
of
like,
Funk
mom.
days, my
like,
brother
you know,
used to
that's it,
smoke.
right? You know.
Oh, before like your
My
brother.
brother used to smoke in when we used to live in 181st right there in St. Nicholas, and I remember he used to be like, a nickel bag of funk, a nickel bag of funk, a nickel bag, and I'm like, what is that? He would be like, a nickel bag of funk, a nickel bag of funk.
He'd be high and happy, nigga.
Yeah.
Nickelback or funk.
And
like,
everybody
Hey,
would hang
hey.
out. They had the Bob Marley poster in their room. They had the money incense, you know.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
yeah.
yes.
That's classic.
And my mom wouldn't care. And all she would do was cook food, and they would come through the hallway.
She was happy because they was eating her food.
and they
right?
would come
shit.
to the kitchen.
It was
and
safe
just,
at her house.
Show
Eat.
love, right?
She
That's
never
dope.
cared about that.
That's dope.
That's
Nah, I
great,
wish.
though.
She don't smoke it though.
That's when the city was
Oh, okay,
inspired by
okay.
Jamaican
Yeah.
weed.
No, you lucky because my mother smoked. So a lot of my stashes were missing. I stay. My mother now is like when I go see her, she's like, "You ain't bring me no weed." You wasn't going.
That's
to
and that's to everybody, because I could walk in
Yeah.
there to her. She'd be like, "You got weed?" Like, "Hi, Titi."
Right.
No, when you
hello.
walk through this door, you
I
better
know,
bring
nigga,
some
bring
weed
some
in
weed.
some motherfucking
I'll
house.
be damned
That'd
if
be
I gotta
me. I
pay
ain't mad
another
at
bill
that.
too. I already
Oh,
paid
no,
my
it is a
rent. I
bill.
pay her cell phone
No,
bill. I
it
pay the
definitely
light
is
bill.
a bill. Because then she'll be like, you know how Spanish moms do? Because it don't matter how much money they got, they always broke.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the
that's a
trick.
fact,
right?
That's the
So
trick.
my moms would be like, I don't know what to do because, you know, I don't want to pay this top shelf money, and I need some weed.
Right.
And then the bad stuff
The guilt,
doesn't help
the
me.
guilt,
you
the
know,
guilt.
I need really good weed. I can't smoke this crap.
And there
that
you
they
go
have
going in your
over here.
stash like.
So now
here,
I
Mom.
gotta go buy her back at top shelf and then give her back like stretch that shit, bitch.
Well, I guess that's gonna be me.
Hilarious.
Because I will be sending my daughter to go get baby girl.
You got this. You got
Yeah,
this.
go get that for that.
Bring the good shit.
When
You
my
already
son
know.
turned 18, I did send him to the store once to get me backwards. I ain't even gonna lie.
He was 18
Yeah,
though.
nigga,
He
go
was
get
18.
you. Yeah.
Ready to the couch.
Yeah. I was like, yo, get me some backwards.
Listen, in the hood, you see, I don't know what's going on, but in the hood, our whole lives, we grew up being able to go get whatever you want at the smoke shop.
Yeah.
Right.
No matter what age you were.
Right.
So you went to the OC and you was like, nigga, I'm buying a 40, nigga, give me a white out.
That's just what it
And
was.
That's
All I have
it.
to say was, this is for my mother.
That's
They
another
didn't give a
thing.
Go
fuck.
get a pack of cigarettes real
That's
quick.
another
Yeah, my
thing.
cousin used to send me to go get Lucy's.
Right. My mother
they
used to
give it to
smoke
you.
Virginia
Yeah.
Slims menthol lights. Who does that? Mad bougie. Virginia Slim, those
Those
long
was
skinny-
the bougie cigarettes.
They
That,
was mad
that
bougie.
do sound bougie. That sound like
That
Beverly
shit was-
Hills.
they-
Mad
skinny.
long.
No,
Yeah, they
but
was
when she
1960s.
smoked it like this.
Right. Right.
Chin up.
Right.
Yeah.
I fake smoked cigarettes when I was like younger. I think I smoked my first blunt in 33, and I was trying to smoke the blunt and a cigarette at the same time.
No.
And it was Lil Kim
No.
playing in the background, hardcore.
No. I
swear to
you had
God.
that little cough thing?
I coughed my lungs
Yeah.
out. All right, I was like 125 pounds wet, so just coughing hurt. Like
Yo,
I couldn't.
The first day
couldn't.
I smoked, I decided I wanted to drink, so I threw up. I was with her.
That was hilarious. I felt responsible. You know, I'm the older cousin. She's being down, and I'm just like, fuck it, you know. And then she throws up. I'm like, oh
Damn,
no.
it's your fault.
Like,
And
like,
everywhere.
you
It
gotta feel
wasn't-
better before we
It
get
wasn't
a
a
spin.
little bit like, hold on, give me a second, blur.
No,
No, that shit was
she
like,
destroyed the whole way.
destroyed
Destroyed
it
it.
away from
You
me.
projected.
She really did. Had some exorcist shit
It
going
was
down.
bad.
I'm just like, you gotta feel better before we go home.
Definitely.
Like, make sure you get
Yeah, I don't
better.
know how. Yo, you know what's so crazy? I don't know how she didn't smell that vomit. I woke up and smelled like straight throw up, and she had the monster nose. She smelled everything. Yo, you could have smoked a blunt in Titi's house 2 days before. She walked in talking about y'all was smoking in here.
Right. Cigarette.
excuse
She'd be
me.
like, it's on your coat. In the closet. And she's in the sala. Ma, the closet is over there.
Over there. She said she got the
Stop.
monster nose.
No, yeah, she smelled anything. You heard? Like, that's a
Titi ain't
fact.
play that shit.
That's a fact. The first time I smoked in the hallway, and then I watched The Nightmare Before Christmas. And I was like dying. I thought it was like the funniest shit ever. It just hit me a whole different way. I'm like, is this funny poetry? Like, is this what's happening? Like, I love poetry. And then it's cartoons. Like, this is heaven. Like, is this what weed is like?
Yes, that's
And it
weed.
is.
It is like that, just like
what
that.
weed is like.
It is.
It's
It's
awesome.
a
It's
good
freaking
time.
awesome.
We went through so much
Yo, as
crazy weed. Like Haraka back in the day.
What?
That's,
Remember when
that's the whole
niggas
thing. That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
like, we were
you
all
know, a lot
inspired by
of people
Jamaican weed.
don't mention
Tablas.
tabla.
They
I'm
don't
so
remember.
glad you remember that.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely
Because that
talk
was my
about
shit, and if I could find tabla today, I'll be putting it in a double mint wrapper, turning a little bit of fire to that bitch, watch that shit go poof.
Tabla.
Yeah, that's what you should put it in. The double mint wrapper set some fire to that bitch.
Exactly.
When you open the foil, it was like poof.
That's it. Yes, magic.
It was like, oh, there's a nickel in here.
And we smoked so many crappy roll-ups.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm
Nigga, the Phillies.
The
The Phillies,
They still
Titans.
smoke that shit in PR. When you went to PR,
I'm not
you
gonna lie.
smoked
Now
that
you
at
want to
Phillies,
smoke?
right?
I want to smoke a haze blunt in a Philly.
Haze blunt in the Phillies.
Haze blunt.
That
that's
shit
classic.
tastes
Old school.
different. But you know what? You gotta
classic.
smoke that by yourself. Because you smoke that with anybody, by the time you get that shit back, it's gone.
Yeah, it's
Word.
over.
Nigga, because first of all, you sharing it with the wind.
Yeah.
You definitely
Phillies
sharing a
is
Philly with the wind.
disrespectful. They
You
just
take a
burn.
pull, that should be like,
That's a fact.
like a whole
The
ash.
whole
We
shit-
half the blunt.
The blunt just like gets skinny. It just like fold into itself. Like you just like
I feel like I know I put half a gram in
I
here.
feel like I should come up with a contraption. It probably already exists, but I'm gonna make my
No,
own.
do it anyway. Do it. Fuck it. What you
A
think
wind
about?
blocker.
Yo.
Wind blocker. We definitely
your
need
blunt.
wind
Yo.
blockers.
You got your blunt.
Nah,
right?
For
we
the
gotta
winter,
patent
my
that,
nigga.
Rose.
We
You got
live
that.
in the winter.
Patent that.
It's hard out here. in
We
the
got the
streets.
cooler
That
wash.
in a way that it's like
Patent that.
We need
We
that.
getting that.
you could light it. You could smoke it. The
Listen,
wind.
listen.
You need to come with a hat or something. So,
Yeah,
you know, you can block.
something. I figure
Or
this
even
out.
like it come for your finger, right? You know how you seen the one that you play video games? My homegirl got me that. Shout out to DJ Tandy. She looked out, got me this little finger ring, and it holds the blunt. So while I'm playing video games, I'm
you
just
can
like,
smoke.
this.
yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
you could build up.
Puffington always got stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
Puffington, yeah, he's the man, right?
Just build a wind contraption on that joint.
Something.
Around it, it'd
Perfect
be
it.
like a box.
I'm telling you, I saw
Because
like,
then niggas could wear gloves, and then you come out with the gloves for it.
We're gonna figure this out,
It's a
guys.
money maker. It's a money
All right. You know, we come up with a lot of ideas on the show.
Don't take that's Rose's
Everything
idea.
here belongs to Real Recognized LLC.
That's a fact. It's PC on everything. There's like Shark Tank.
We need PC. We need PC.
We need
I'm the
PC.
Trump out of this shit. Where's my apprentice?
I'm dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead too.
Oh my god! But no, and we went through so much shit growing up. Like,
Absolutely. How many nights in jail did everybody pass?
hello,
let's
Just for
talk
smoking
about
weed.
it. I used to
I'm
get
not even
bagged.
gonna talk about selling weed. I'm just talk about smoking
just
weed.
smoking
Yeah, how
weed.
many times?
I've gotten arrested at least. Sheesh. Shit. I would say at least 20 times.
That's crazy.
I've never been
crazy.
arrested for smoking weed. What happens
Something
to
like
me
that,
is I
yeah.
get pulled over or I get stopped or whatever it is. Something else happens, and I happen to be the one with the weed on them.
Ah,
I always get caught with weed when nothing had to do with weed. They were like, you know what, we're gonna let everybody go, but not this one because she got weed on her.
I'm dead. I'm
I used to
dead.
be like, fuck.
Yeah, I've arrested for just smoking
Yes,
weed. I've
that's
been
the
arrested for
worst.
like
And not just-
half a clip.
No,
one
we had
time
a
I got
family
pulled
member.
over and they took the 4 roaches from my
And made it
and
one.
made it a clip. I was like, wait a second, you could do that? Like,
Right.
that should be illegal and shit.
You should have put it in a bamboo and just lit it.
I was like, wait, you
Nah,
could
that's
do
when they being petty though.
Right.
That's
Super
what I don't
petty.
like.
right.
There was-
But that's what I was gonna say. It's not just getting arrested, because I remember being harassed about blunt. Like, I remember walking on the concourse one time with my homegirl, and they saw us. We had just finished rolling it. We like perfecting it, the last licks and shit. Like, oh, this shit about to get lit. And they're like, "Burp, give me the blunt." What? Break it. Break it. Break it.
What?
Excuse me.
Fuck out of here.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Break it and stomp on it. Like, sir, no, this is my whole like.
They
I
don't
just got this
understand.
chippins.
We
You know
was
what I'm
we was
saying?
getting harassed heavy.
Yo, for
like
real.
super heavy. I remember being arrested for not even doing anything. How about this, right? So, one time it was like a summertime and it was up 156 and like between Broadway and Amsterdam, right? And I was like on 155th, whole nother block, smoking in a whole nother section, and they had raided in 156. They raided whatever was happening there. They raided there. They raided the weed spot, whatever. They locked a couple people up. I guess whoever was pitching at the time didn't get caught. He ran. So they kind of like, they was like, fuck it, we need to bring somebody in, I guess, you know, and they kind of like circled the block around, and I guess they saw my clique of people smoking in that
That's
corner.
fucked up.
So they was like, well, there's some young kids right there.
Right.
Let's walk
They
up
look
to
a
those
little
young
brown.
kids. Yeah.
Like a little brown there.
You, Brownie,
Right.
with the white T-shirt.
Right.
When there's a thousand of us out there with white T-shirts and we all look brown. It's New York City. Everybody
New
got a
York
white
shit.
tee on.
Right.
But I just
Hey,
happened
like
to be the one they
description.
picked that night.
Spanish, dark hair, white
And I had to
t-shirt,
spend the
blue
night in
jeans.
jail. I didn't even have weed on me.
What?
Wow.
Nope. I was,
So what did they take you in for?
well, they took me in for observation sale that I didn't do.
I'm dead.
So, because they can make it up, because it don't matter. They already caught customers. They caught dudes copping weed, so they could just be like, "Well, this is the guy who sold
He's
it to
part
me."
of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that's it. So, you know, I didn't
You
get
could've
charged
got
or
a
anything.
lawsuit.
You know, they don't give a fuck about
Right.
that shit. And my 19-year-old ass, they was like, "Shut the fuck up, brother! Like you know, get
to the
yourself
back,
get to the
right.
back." And I had to spend the night in jail.
Right.
And I was a little youngin', and if it wasn't for like these like older guys that I was with, they was like, "Oh no, you good, bro? You know, they not, you know, we not gonna say that you sold it to us, so we, you know, you good type of shit. You
Good
know what I mean?"
shit.
So it was like whatever, but I had to spend the night in jail just for that.
That's
just sucks.
and that's how it was.
That will get me so mad.
That's just one. That's just one.
No,
instant.
but that's
you know what
really
I mean?
how
That's
it was.
just one
I remember
instant.
my peoples getting harassed, and because I was the light skinned white girl looking chick, they would be like, "Oh, are you alright?" and be like already throwing them against the wall, and I'm like, "What did they do?" And like drugs and like so, and I'm just like, "What? I'm fine. I'm chilling with them. Like these are my friends." Like
They were like, "No, you're white. You're white. You're not with them."
Right.
No, but they were like, "Make sure I'm okay. Like, are you okay?" Like they didn't kidnap me.
I'm
sir.
not. That's
Like
you're
I volunteered to
traumatized
be
by
here.
what you're doing to
right.
my friends.
You the one hurting them, right?
Right.
Like, it just that's how it was though. They would
That's how
stop
it really
you,
was.
harass
It
you.
really was like that. It really was.
That's why this is such a victory.
Like it's big.
I am so
It's big.
excited for all the weed things that
No,
are
it
gonna
really
happen in New
is.
York City.
What are some of the rules
I'm
on the
also
delivery?
glad
I'm
for-
curious.
So
curious
delivery
about
service.
the delivery
well,
and shit.
delivery service is on. You can literally deliver anywhere you want. Like I said, you can only carry up to 3 ounces, so you can only deliver up to 3 ounces. You know what I'm saying? So
That's bien
just
cute.
yeah. So as you want to. Black Rose needs some weed, and you got some weed to bring to Black Rose. You can go and be like, "Yo, here's an ounce, smoke it.
I'll
Here's
be
2
ready."
ounces, smoke it." Yeah,
I'll be there in 20 minutes.
I wouldn't sell it. I will give it to her.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But you good. You could just go ahead and be like, "Yo, here you go, smoke
For
that shit."
inquiries only.
Yeah. You said,
Just I'll give it to you, girl. It's all
you know.
yours.
You know what?
take
Here,
it.
take this weed, and you know what? Can you loan me $200?
yeah. Yeah, that's hey. There you
Listen,
know.
I love being
Loopholes,
a cannabis
baby.
influencer because I don't pay for much.
Yes.
Yes. It's a great
gotta
feeling.
talk
let me
about
tell
the
you.
perks.
And,
Yeah, we want to talk about the first.
That's a perk. The merch. Because let me tell you, that ashtray you got.
I love them happy. Listen, excuse me. So I was on live with my friends from All Deaf Cannabis, and two of them, and they were showing the Happy Monkey stuff. I was trying to download it so I could send it to you, but my phone wouldn't let me download it. I gotta go back, like get some space.
We gotta send you girls.
But
packages.
I saw something you send them over there that's like a round a Happy Monkey logo. It looks like a little rug. What was that?
It wasn't right. First of all, it
What
wasn't
was
me.
that?
Shout out to Mood Mats.
Mood mats. All right.
So Mood Mats, they are like concentrate. They do auxiliary products for concentrate. So concentrates are like wax, oil, and all that shit. So when you're smoking on rigs, you kind of use a mood mat because when the shit falls or anything like that, it falls on the mood mat. You can still scrape it up. Or whatever
That
the case
is
may be.
fucking brilliant.
And,
Why we didn't think of that?
Now I know.
I need a movement.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and so
no,
they Moon Mats, they showed us love and they made us they sent us like 200 Happy Monkey Moon Mats.
I need one.
So for those who dab concentrates, David, our COO, sent everybody Moon Mats, whoever
That is
dabs.
dope.
Because he's our dabber of the team. Like there's somebody
Okay.
They
you know what I
got
mean?
me into dabbing. Only when I'm with them though.
That shit is no joke.
How was it your first time?
Oh my god.
'Cause I know-
like,
Dabbing it put me out.
My
That
nose.
shit-
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
this shit knocks me
It
the fuck
turned my
out.
whole nose inside out. I had waffles down. I was so
yo,
embarrassed.
listen, tears.
And it's a whole science to it too. You can't just go
Right.
ahead. It's not like a bong rip where you could just light up the weed in the little hole.
No, there is
take
a
hit.
science. You're
There's
right.
a whole
It's a
science to it. If
temperature.
it's too hot,
Right.
you're gonna be coughing your lungs off.
Right.
So if you take like a
Coughing.
hot hit, you
Te
gonna be
jodiste.
they jodite for like the next 20 minutes. You gonna be
I'm
coughing.
scared now.
You gonna feel like you got asthma, even though you don't got asthma.
But
Coughing.
you take the right hit, man. The shit is no joke,
a fact.
and you can taste the terpenes.
Ooh.
You can taste the flavor.
It's
hard.
a whole different.
Yeah,
it's true.
different. It's definitely
And
different.
it's such a quick
I
hitter.
just learned about terpenes.
And it's such a quick hitter.
Yeah,
though.
it takes very less. It's very, a gram
fast.
should be able to last you a long time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's a whole different level of smoking.
No, but listen, we on it.
Yeah, that's.
but I do want a Puffco just because I feel like you never know.
Oh yeah, the Puffco is very convenient.
It's
So
like
the
so
Puffco is like
convenient.
it's like a smartphone for rigs. It's like what you put the concentrates on. This is like the smart version of that. So it got like its own battery
Like, if I'ma do it,
pack.
I'ma do it like that.
It heats up on its
Exactly.
own.
Absolutely.
It does. It got all
It
its own shit. That
vibrates
shit is
when
no
it's
joke.
ready for you.
I
to
love
take
things
the
that
puff.
vibrate when they ready for me.
Oh shit!
I'm just saying. Now you talking my language. I woke up. I came back from my planet because I'm not from here.
Yeah, but hold up. I just peeped the gangster grills, my nigga. Oh shit! You
can
got the
peep
super
them.
gangster
No.
grills. I ain't even mad at you.
Because you were looking at me since we got here. We were
I'm
talking.
like, yo, she got the gangster grills.
Yeah.
I was high talking to you like that.
Yes.
I love them because they always high.
All the time.
Giggles,
Edibles on deck. You already know.
She be the first day that I saw her after I haven't seen them for a little bit was at
Fred the Godson.
Fred the Godson's street naming.
Yo, shout out to Fred the Godson.
Right.
And she
Shout
like,
out, that was awesome.
yeah, she was like, yeah, you see who that is? That's Black Rose. We going over there right now.
I was like, yo, my manager's over there. We gonna go over there anyway.
She was like, yeah, my homegirl's there. My homegirl's there. And she said, you want a cookie? You want some edibles?
In like 10 seconds. You ready?
I lost my runs that day.
Right.
Yeah.
You did.
I
But
had
we
a
ain't
special
mad
bag
at
of
that
runs.
day.
We did.
We
I
was
saved
lit.
the third cookie, and I remember the next day I was like with someone, I think it was Ken Stars or something, and I was like, yo, y'all want a cookie? I was fucking with them. It was gonna give me the cookie from my pocket, but it was like, she's just walking around with cookies in her pockets.
Just wipe that off. Don't worry. You good. You good.
Just blowing it.
Right. Right. It's good. You want that. You want that.
It's a good cookie.
Speaking of that,
You want a
this girl
cookie?
is
Get
a
it
whole
in my
comedian.
pocket.
Let's get into that.
Yes, let's talk about you,
Let's
bro.
get
about Rose.
into it.
I ain't mad at
Stop
that.
it. Black
Let's talk about
Rose,
señorita
La Rosa Negra.
La Rosa
Okay?
Negra.
Uh-huh.
Rosa
Listen,
Negra.
funny ass female comedian out here repping New York heavy. All right,
You should be having me
got
crying.
skits on skits with mad jokes and shit, and you just be having me cry. I love how quick she go into character.
Her
too.
energy is
Right.
off the...
It's the quick transition for me because we be chilling and she, and then it's like she's on bang like wepate. Yeah, I just channeled it like I got it.
And I thank cannabis so much for
Right.
keeping me in such a creative. I think I go like on like Super Saiyan mode.
Yes,
Comedian after I smoke weed, like, cause just the shit that be coming out our mouths, like, just everything.
Yo.
looks
You don't even
funny.
do it on purpose,
Everything
right?
No, I
No,
don't.
she's just being
My
her.
Everything
life is
is
a
a-
full improvisation.
dead ass.
Yeah, I just be living it and it's funny, so that means my life is funny.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's just jokes all day, laughs all day. Shout out to her. She also got a show coming up.
Yes.
Talk about it. That's
I'm
April
excited.
6th.
Crabs and
that.
comedy. Did I say that correctly? My phone's dead, so I probably can't double check. But on the 16th, I will be in Brooklyn. Follow me on my Instagram so you guys can see the flyer. I am Black Rose NYC.
Yes.
And yeah, we're just gonna be like cracking jokes,
Hello.
eating crab legs. I know y'all got that stimmy money. Y'all
Yes.
done bought all the
Spend
crabs
it.
and shrimps in the sea.
Do they have chicken?
I'm sure they do. They better.
I can't
They
eat
better have
crabs and
chicken.
shit. I need
Yeah, I
chicken.
can't
You-
eat
you get,
shellfish.
like,
I'm not a
you
shellfish.
You made me
Allergic?
like,
I'm allergic.
Can y'all at least smell it in the air?
I could
could
order
smell
the
it.
salmon.
I
They got
could cook it
salmon
for
on
you.
deck. I could
I
order
could
the
cook
salmon.
it. I could touch it. I just
Yeah.
can't put it in my mouth.
No, I'm sure they're gonna have options for the.
Right, of course. I'm
Do you
telling you,
know-
I'm ordering the salmon.
Are not pescatarians.
Oh, they always have the
Do
chicken
you have
fingers.
chicken
Right.
strips?
They
always
got chicken
there's
fingers.
French fries.
Or get the kids menu. You know, there's
I
always a
get the
burger there
kids
for the
menu.
kids,
That's me.
right?
That's me and Red Lobster with all my friends.
papitas
Right,
fritas.
kids menu all day.
And give me the biscuits and I'm done.
I'm good. We good.
As long as I
Enjoy.
take like Red Lobster's biscuits, we popping.
That's the best biscuits in the
Oh
world,
my
right?
Them
goodness.
cheesy biscuits is
Shit.
fucking off the.
Mouth watering.
I'm hungry again.
That's the one thing your stoners know, right? We the munchies.
We are the munchie kings.
Scientific munchie
Yo, you
people,
can't tell us
right?
We
nothing.
invent shit.
Yes.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
the craziest munchie you ever made?
At
The donut
home.
burger.
A donut burger? Wait.
Donut burger.
Homemade munchies. You
What
did
does
the
that
donut
even look
burger?
like?
The donut burger. You take a glazed donut, you split it in half, you make a burger, like you grill it like regular, and you put all the fixings and all the toppings.
Like,
Wow.
hold on. You take
Wow.
the actual glazed donut and like
Cut it in half like
you
a
split it
bun.
in half like a
Yeah,
bun.
like a
and make
bun.
it into like
Like a
like
bagel.
a bagel.
Yeah.
And you actually put a beef burger
Uh-huh.
movie.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I got
That
more
shit
for you.
just blew my mind.
You ever
That
had
shit just-
spaghetti tacos?
What?
You never had spaghetti tacos?
No, and I love
Killing my
tacos.
life right now.
I love spaghetti.
All right,
That's
so
what I
let's
was
check it
Mexican
out.
in my past
No.
life. Never
You
had
make
that.
the ground beef, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was gonna be like spaghettis, right? You know, our spaghettis, we grind the beef and then
Right.
we put the sauce and it'd be like meat sauce, right? So what you do is you add a little bit of corn to that meat, right? Then you boil some noodles on the side and you get the hard shell tacos.
I love the hard
You
shell
heat
tacos,
up
my
the hard
favorite.
shell
Yes.
tacos. You
I
put
like it
the
hard.
spaghetti noodles
Oh my
inside.
God.
And then you
Mind
take this meat with all of this sauce and you put it on top and it's like a fucking sloppy Joe spaghetti
Oh my
in a
God,
taco.
you guys.
In a
just-
taco.
You just blew my
That
mind.
is-
though.
I'm a fat girl.
I don't even want to
This type
say
of
the
shit I
shit
do.
that
That's
that I
so-
have done because my shit is just like I took the ramen.
Ramen is a go-to munchie, though.
Ramen is the
That's a
go-to.
go-to.
It really
everything.
is,
You
though.
can make everything with ramen, right?
The only way I make it special is that I add like the verdura, like I
the corn in it.
re-season it.
Ooh.
I make it with the verdura and throw a little onion in there and pepper. Like I make it like I'm making regular soup.
Yeah.
But
She said I got
The
potatoes
ramen.
in my ramen.
Right.
yo, telling you, and then you throw egg in there.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
That
you just made.
sounds
Oh, you
real
just made
good.
some
You
real
just,
ramen.
yeah, you just really
That
Asian
sounds
out.
great.
That is
You
dope.
made
I'm
some
hungry
Asian
again.
Dominican ramen.
Right.
Dominican ramen.
That's dope. No, those munchies. Listen, I've eaten some crazy shit, but I've mostly like dipped shit in weird shit. Like,
That's
yeah.
what he told me.
You are a tipper. She's a tipper.
cause I'm weird about sauce on my shit. But I've like been high and been like, I love nachos, and I really want ice cream.
Oh,
So
Okay.
what would happen if I just dipped the nacho?
well,
right?
somebody got to try it.
a little bit of ice cream.
Somebody got
And
to
all
try
I'm
it.
saying is it was a good fucking time.
I've had French fries.
I
and
wasn't
shake,
mad at it.
And shake, French fries
And-
from
and-
McDonald's and the
Yeah,
the
people
shake.
dip French
Yeah.
fries in chocolate ice
See?
cream. I've seen
See?
that.
So that's not that far off.
It's
It's a
not that
chip.
far.
It's papa y helado.
We're so American.
I've seen chips
We
do
are
it
so American. This is
sofrito.
American luxury
To the
for
fullest,
you.
right?
Hell yeah, because niggas is not eating shakes and fries in DR or some shit like
They
that.
Not at all.
I love how they put corn on everything in DR though. The
I
hot
eat corn on
dogs.
everything. I put corn in my tuna. I put corn in my everything.
corn.
And tuna.
Tuna
and
is the
corn?
best
What?
with corn.
Okay.
Huh.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I'm
It's
fucking with
Go
y'all.
try
I ain't judging.
Go try
I'm my taste buds is
It's
running
such a-
wild.
Make
It's
yourself
like
a
a
tuna
different-
melt.
Yeah, it's
Hold
the,
on.
It's the donut burger
Take
for me.
tuna
let me tell you.
fish, right? Take tuna fish. You're gonna chop up an onion. You
Right.
know what? I'm gonna stop
Yo,
giving y'all niggas my
recipes. Come on, my
Right.
nigga. We
Check it
need
out.
the
Right.
money
Make a
recipe.
show.
Right.
You're gonna take a tuna, right? You're gonna chop up the onions. You're gonna put the onions inside. You're gonna chop up a little bit of olives. You're gonna throw it inside. But olives is
No.
optional depending on how you
No,
feel.
say tunas.
She don't like tunas, so when
Me
I make
either.
it with her,
Ew.
we don't give her tunas.
We don't.
Okay.
And then you put corn, right? You put mayonnaise.
The corn
You put
is what it
lemon.
is.
You put salt. You
Lemon.
put pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah.
You gotta have that
Right?
pepper.
Yeah, gotta have
So
pepper.
now
Lemon
you
and
make the
pepper.
bread like a grilled cheese. You
I
gotta
put apple cider
grill
vinegar.
one side of the bread real quick, right? And then you put the tuna on it. Then you put a slice of American cheese, right? And then
Ooh,
you
like
take
a
another
melt.
bread, you put it
It's
on
mozzarella
top.
for
So
me.
now it's a tuna melt with corn.
Nice.
This shit is
Amazing.
fucking amazing.
Sounds amazing. What kind of corn? Sweet corn?
Sweet
or like,
corn.
Everything's
okay.
sweet corn.
I
Everything's
gotta,
sweet.
gotta make sure.
Definitely sweet corn.
We gotta got that little
That
whole
little
saying? The
squirt.
little
You
Right.
know when you bite on them little
That's
kernels
what
and
he
the squirt?
said.
Right. That's a good time. All right. So, yo, we so hype off of everything. We just
We totally
yada,
forgot.
yada.
Yeah. We like yada 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 yada
yada.
yada yada.
Now we gotta take our smoke break. Y'all know how we do. You know what I'm saying?
Smoke break
We're gonna
is
come back and let
essential.
you know what
It's
flavors we
essential.
smoke.
Right.
needed.
And then we're gonna come back with a game, talk more about Rose's comedy.
We
Yeah,
need
my
also
eyes
wanna
are gonna
talk to
look
Rose. I
different.
got a
Talk
few
more about
questions for Rose.
How many years? You say you've been 20 years. I gotta.
Oh yeah, we
Take this too.
running in and out.
So we'll be back.
In the boulevard.
Yeah.
Ow.